James Watt Show. It's the James Watt Show. It's the James Watt Show. And now it's in Dutch.
James Watt Show. Elke morgen, voordat ik naar school ga, luister ik getrouw naar de James Watt Show.
James Watt Show. It's the James Watt Show. It's the James Watt Show. And now in Dutch.
James Watt Show.
But not.
Every morning, before I go to school, I turn on my radio to listen to you. And it's a James Watt Show.
Muckers, nutters, and truckers. Muckers, nutters, and truckers. On your TV show tonight, yeah, muckers, nutters, and truckers. On the James Watt TV show tonight, I said muckers, nutters, and truckers. Oh yeah. James Watt TV show tonight. I said muckers, nutters, truckers, muckers and muckers and knuckers and trussers and muckers and knuckers and tuckers and muckers and truckers and knuckers, nutters, muckers, truckers. On the James Watt TV show tonight.
It's the James Watt Facebook Live show. He's here to let everybody know about news and views and jokes and frolics. It don't matter that it's a load of all lists. It's James Watt. It's James Watt. It's James Watt, and what a lot he's got. It's always sunny when James is talking. It don't matter where you're driving or walking. From what is on the road is bright and gay. And again, that's what he told me to say. It's James Watt. It's James Watt. It's James Watt, and what a lot he's got.
Everybody loves James Watt.
And hello, welcome along. Here we are. This is it. We are on and we are ready for you today. What day is it? It's Thursday because we've got a calendar and everything here. Amazing. Welcome to the show. Here we are. Dan Krieger is with us today. Hello, Dan. Good to know you've found us today. We've been here every day since about 2012, to be honest. But there we go. Welcome along to the show. This is Facebook Live. It's YouTube. It's Twitter. It's Periscope. It's even the radio. It's an amazing thing. And it is the lockdown show that's not called the lockdown show. It's the lockdown, previously known as the lockdown show before we weren't in lockdown anymore. So it's the lockdown show that isn't in lockdown anymore, but we're still at home. Thank you. Roxy Wilson is with us as well today. Hi all. Roxy says Lewis Smith is back in the fold as well today. Dan is with us as well. Eric Madeley, is Wednesday still hump day? It's Thursday. Because is Wednesday still hump day in lockdown? Just wondered if we're over it. I never know. I never quite sure what day of the week it is, to be honest, nowadays. Sally Wilson is just reporting in for duty with the airport crew there. Kevin is checking in as well. Louis says, my dad's on his way home from London town. Really? Has he been there? You be careful. Andy Annett says, hey, Watty, Andy Annett here for another nutty show. Kevin Dog Bromley checking in. Hi, I'm not at school today, says Lottie Lee as well. I am eating chocolate-covered waffle in milk. Eating chocolate-covered waffle in milk. Really? That's a thing. That is a thing. Hi, James. I'm just back time from the middle of Lidl. Well, hope you had an exciting morning. I went for a little cycle this morning because I'm very, very athletic, as you know. And I thought, oh, just go a bit further, to go a little bit further. And I found myself quite a long way away from home. I was panicking to whether I'd be back home in time. But as I got about 10 miles away, I thought, hang on a minute, I've got to get back. So I turned around and was pedaling like a good one to come back here, and it's okay. What's this? Will there be Bubbles on the show? Well, Bubbles is here. Bubbles, because the bubble is the big new word of the set. It was COVID, of course, but now bubble is the new word of the day. So hello, if you are called Bubble, maybe you are in a bubble, and I guess we could be in a bubble ourselves on this show, even though we are broadcasting globally around the world and internationally all at the same time. It's our bubble, isn't it? It's us. It's for us. And we are here. Okay. Steve Kemp says, is the answer avocado? Thank you. Lottie says, can I ask you a question? You ask away, Lottie. No problem at all. You get to ask away any question you like. Okay. We can always ask Samantha next door if we don't know the answer. What else is going on? Just check I haven't missed anyone out on the hellos. I think we're there. Thank you very much. We are live and we are global and around the world. And it's time to play our first big game. You're going to love this. This is a really good game, and what it is, I have I've got one cable. I don't know, I'm just going to plug it into the keyboard there. Let's get some music on. Okay, let's get some nice music. Hold on a minute. Let's get this sorted out for everybody to enjoy at home. This game is called What's in the Box. Janet Widdowson thought Bubbles was on Little Britain. Well, you see, I thought Bubbles was Michael Jackson's. But there we go. He had a monkey called Bubbles, didn't he? Andy Annett says, is it a pineapple? Pineapple. Well, interesting. We've only got the real pineapple has gone because we've got to go to the pineapple farm in the village today. So we've got our emergency pineapple with us because, as you know, we cannot do a TV show without pineapple. You'll notice that when Eamon and Ruth do their TV show, in for Holly and Phil, they always insist on the pineapple as well. They've been watching the show. Hello to Eamon and Ruth watching today. Is it a Watty Bubble? Watty Bubble. It's a Watty Bubble. We're in, okay. Lottie said, my school want to know if anyone knows any games you can play over the phone. So there we go. Well, yeah, you could do singing down the phone. Any games over the phone? So let us know. We'll put that to the audience there. Steve replied, okay, Bubbles DeVille. Eric Maidley says, I'm so confused. I don't know if I'm still in lockdown or not. Boris does not help. Well, I know. Well, just live your own life, Eric. That's what I do. Right, so here we go. I'm going to find the box anyway. Let's get the box out. Put it down here. It only just fits in the box today. It's quite a big one. We're getting bigger items at the moment, currently not. Here we go. I have a box, and in the box is an item that I found at home. But what is in the box? All right, any ideas what it could be? I found it at home. You don't tend to have this in the kitchen, okay? Lottie would like to know as soon as possible games you can play on the phone. If you've got any ideas as a byline, okay? Is it an emergency pineapple? Is the emergency pineapple unemployed because it's dull? No off button, is there with you, Steve? No off button at all. Right, so it's not a non-edible item. I think not everybody watching would have this item, but I do. Is it a lawnmower, says Lewis Smith. Okay. Janet Widdowson, we had 6 people visit yesterday, but we had to move inside because of the rain. Really? Was that allowed? It could have a canopy. I would think gazebo is very good. A gazebo is probably a good line of business to be in at the moment, I would have thought. All right. So it's not lawnmower, by the way. So in this, it's non-edible. It could give you hours. Well, when I say hours of fun, it could give you literally minutes of fun. This item, because it does something quite exciting. It's very much on trend. Let's stop the music there because we have to concentrate on this one. So I've got something in the box, and it gives you literally minutes of fun. This and it's very on trend, very on trend. What could it be? Okay. By the way, Simon says, a message to Lottie, you can play battleships over the phone. Thank you very much. Is it our toilet overflowed this morning? It's fine now. Good news. Okay, what's in the box then? Is it a jigsaw? This literally could give you, I would say, 10 minutes of fun. 10 minutes of fun. I would think this is the deal on this one, but what could it be? Lottie says, is it a brick? Roxy says, is it bubbles? Is it bubble wrap? David Leon, who is one of the stars, and gets a name check on our best of show, which we put out yesterday on YouTube. I don't know why. We just thought we ought to see what was on there. There was so much to choose from. So I'm sorry if you didn't appear, because there was so much out there we could put on over the last 10 or 11 weeks. How long we've been doing this? But there we go. It's not bubble wrap, and it's not a bottle opener. This could give you minutes of enjoyment, and I would think children would enjoy it very much indeed. Okay, I would throw a brick through your window and run away, says Lottie. I think that is criminal damage, actually, Lottie, but we'll pass that over. But thanks very much for the love and the attention there. It's not bubble wrap. Is it a bottle opener? Roxy's saying a bubble machine, and Andy Ennett has got the same idea, but Roxy got there first. But what could it be? Could it be, because you're thinking because it's on trend, because everything is bubble. The whole thing, bubbles just used to be bubbles. Now bubbles are, big things. So let's try and get the drum roll going. Here we go. And here we go. The right answer is, and who's got it right first? Roxy Wilson says bubble machine. And here we have got a bubble machine here. You're going to be excited about this, right? Now, first of all, I've got to do a setup on it. First of all, to give you the ding. Get you the ding if I can find it. There we go. Okay. Well done to Andy Annett, who thought of bubble machine quite soon. Some people thought of bubbles. Frisbee or water pistol came in. Steve Kemp, best of show. Ha, ha, ha. Yeah, and bubbles, selling. No, it was a bubble machine. Bubble machine was the answer we were looking for. Roxy was the winner. Now, this hasn't got any bubbles in at the moment, but I've made some bubbles out of some fairy washing up liquid. It was not a fairy because I don't buy that stuff. But there we go. Now you shouldn't use fairy in this. You should use the official, expensive bubble stuff they sell. Okay. Now I don't. Hang on a minute. We do have a leakage here. Hold on a minute. That is now leaking. I haven't used it for quite a while. Let's see if we can get any bubbles going on this, because it is leaking quite severely. Hold on a minute. Let's get this going. Yeah. To be honest, it's not going quite as well as I'd hoped it was going, to be honest, because all I'm doing is getting very wet. So it's been in the garage for a while. I'll just get some paper to hold it, because it is actually only falling out of the. So there we go. I think that's quite impressive as a bubble machine there, don't you? I'm glad I put the batteries in, because that's working very well indeed. It's a bit like Tomorrow's World, isn't the experiment? I have now got wet trousers, but don't worry, we'll put that down somewhere. Right, I'm not quite sure where I'm going to put it there, because I don't want it to affect the electricity in here. And you know what? We don't want a fire, do we, Janet? Because Janet's very concerned about the health and safety of this place, as it is. Hold on a minute. Let's put that down there. And there we go. Right. To be honest, I'm quite wet now, but don't worry. Even though I've got wet trousers, I'll get Samantha to sort them out later on. No problem at all. Okay, one minute. It's okay. It's fine. Right. Well, there we are. Bubble machine, and congratulations. Any more liquid? David Leon says no. What happened to the smoke? The smoke's gone. Okay, it's going to be like going to the York Fountain. This, okay. Can we win parrot? No, you cannot win the parrot. No, not even that doesn't work. Okay, okay. Don't talk about fires. Right. I'm sure Samantha will come and dry you. Says Janet Widdowson. Is that your script you're mopping up with? It was. Yes. Yeah. Lady Watt will be very upset with me. Thank you for that. It's okay. It'll be absolutely fine. She won't notice. She's not noticed. Hang on a minute. The Yorkies from yesterday's show have been nicked back. I cannot believe it. Okay, any more liquid? We haven't really got any more liquid. It's I think I overwatered the fairy. Anyway, there we go. Put that over there. Thank you very much indeed. I think it was a successful experiment. Now, whatever you say, I don't think experiments have to always work to be successful. We learn about the whole thing. Right, let's do another top game here on. Don't worry. Okay. Oh, just had Boris's baby. Hello, Boris's baby. Yeah. What? Yeah. Yeah. Hello. 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 Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Hello, Boris. Okay. Right. Here we go. Are we ready for this? We got it. As soon as I can find the jingle, we'll do this. And here we go. Right. Okay, is that your script mopping up? It was. Okay, Lottie Lee. No, you can put them back. You can now put them back a camera in your house to have the footage. Thank you very much. Also, Steve Kemp. Lee King is a good friend of mine. A bit of a drip, though. Thanks for that. Hello, Lee. Good to know you're with us today. We are here, by the way. Hello, by the way, if you just found us today. We've been doing this for about, we think we must have done about 73, 74 shows now, I would think, on this one. And it's time for Wattitty Watt. If only I could find the microphone. Here we go. So, Wattitty Watt. And this is it. Okay. Watty has worked out he is now of the right age to do a travel documentary on TV. Yes, because you have to be of a certain age to do a travel documentary, because it's a certain gravitas. He will start by doing a travelogue of the people of the village where I am right now. So he'll go to the pineapple farm and meet the millionaire pineapple farmer. And then we'll finish off by going to see next door neighbour Samantha's collection of what? Or Wattitty Watt. What's it? Lottie, what's in the diet book today, says Lottie. We'll get to that in a moment. Thank you very much. Simon says you can play chess over the phone. Simon also says perhaps you should have the bubble and smoke machines run simultaneously. The problem with the bubble machine is it seems to be leaking at the bottom. And so all the bubbles fall out, which is not ideal. Anyway, there we go. So Wattitty Watt. Watt has been worked out. He is now of the right age to do a travel documentary on the television. He will start by doing a travelogue of the people of the village where he is. The pineapple farm millionaire man's very, very interesting. And then he'll finish off by going to see next door neighbour Samantha's collection of what or Wattitty Watt? What could it be? Roxy Wilson says, is it bicycles? Very good answer. What about melons? Says Steve Kemp. Or maybe Cabbage Patch, collection of the Cabbage Patch with cabbages, maybe. Vintage cars, thinks Steve Kemp says. Yes, well, Samantha may have some vintage cars. So what could Samantha have that would be interesting for my travel documentary? Because I'm now of the right age to go and do a travel documentary. Because you have to be of a certain, you have to be of a certain age to do a travel documentary on the television nowadays. It seems to be the law. Right, is it shoes? So that could be the right answer, Kevin Domlin. Well, it could have been right if it was the right answer, but obviously it's the wrong answer. So it's a bad answer. In fact, it's wrong. And it's not a good answer at all. Janet Widdowson says, collection of underpants that blew over the fence. Well, that's a very good answer. And I like your thought process on that, Janet. Very, very good indeed. But it's the wrong answer. We're not looking for that one. So we're doing Wattitty Watt today. What we're saying today? Oh, we're saying, okay. Watty has worked out he is now the right age to do a travel documentary on television. So he'll start by doing a travelogue of people in the village, the pineapple farm, the millionaire man, very interesting man. And then he'll finish off by going to see next door neighbour Samantha's collection of What? What could it be? So it could be collection of teapots, says Roxy Wilson. Suitcases, says Dan Krieger. Dan, it's not the right answer, and it could have been suitcases. It could have been. What about postcards? Says David Leon. Can I do the wheel? Well, it's difficult to get to the wheel today, Lottie, to be honest. We're not featuring the wheel at the moment, but thanks very much. Is it smoke detectors? Says Simon Cooper. Is it a collection of James Watt baked beans? James Watt baked beans? Are you saying James Watt baked beans? I think so. What? No. What?
Hey, Mum.
What?
What's for tea?
What's for tea? Yeah.
When lunch is brought
Is it Watt's baked beans?
just open the can and warm them up. They're ready in a jiffy.
Hey!
It's Watt's baked beans, they're really great.
So, collection of
But they
Watt's baked
make
beans.
your undies whiffy.
All we want is what's baked beans.
No, it isn't, actually, but thanks very much, okay? Hello to Chris Berry, who's running again today. Well done, just running, okay? Is he doing his... because he's a man of a certain age that feels as though he has to keep fit. Otherwise, he'd just die. So congratulations, well done. Is it stamps? Collection of stamps, says Kevin Donnelly. What about bikinis, says Eric Maidley. Dan Krieger's going for face masks. Don't forget, Dan. Available now in not any shop. The James Watt face mask look like Watty. And stay safe. Note it's not to be worn whilst doing a bank robbery, and it has no medical facilities at all, but will make you look more sexy. No, is it rockets? Is it sun lounge towels? Says Steve Kebs. Is it the bounce on her trampoline? And Sally Wilson's gone for bikinis as well. You know what? Somebody's got to get this right at some point. Who's it going to be? Who is it going to be? Get it right today. And we've got a right answer already. Already we've got a right answer. So, old coins, bikinis came in from Roxy and Sally. The bounce on the trampoline came. Gloves, says Sally Wilson. What about this one? But who's going to get it right? Marge said stamps. Stamps in her passport. Roxy and Rob says RAC plaque, handbags. What could it be? Eric Maidley says bikinis. And Eric, you are right. Well done. Yes, Samantha's collection of bikinis. That's what she's going to show me. And that'd be very, very exciting indeed. Apparently they're upstairs. Right, so there we go. Apparently you do get this. You get the triangle of triumph. Well done, Eric, and not a lot, but some people got that right as well. But Eric was the first official right answer today. Wasn't hats, and it wasn't a collection of used scripts. Scripts, yes. What else? Old coins, thought Kevin. But Roxy and Sally, you were quite close. I did like Janet's answers, to be honest. Yours were better than mine, if we're being absolutely honest. But we don't like to be too much at the moment. There we go. So well done. That's another big win there. And here we are. It's World of What. You want to give us a call, by the way. You've never been on the show before. You want to just give us a call and say hello. Give us the weather forecast or the weather in your house. 07956 233 726. Don't forget, Bubble. We have Bubbles was a monkey. If you are in your bubble, tell me about your bubble. Love to hear. Okay, so love to hear from you today. Let's do another top game if we can find one. I think you'll like this one today, and it's very good. And I think someone's going to get this right today. So here we go. Let's play I Spy.
I spy
With my little eye, something beginning with F. F.
something beginning
What
with
could it be?
something beginning with something beginning with A.
F.
Look around and what do you see? Something that
begins
rhymes with
F.
apple.
So let's have a look around. What can we see that begins with F today? If you're listening on the radio, by the way, this is a more tricky game to play along with, but you can. What we have I'm in a state-of-the-art modern-day studio here. In the television centre in my bedroom number 4. And so we have to work out something beginning with F that you can see in the background or foreground. What could it be? Is Is it Frisbee, says Lottie. You can call as well if you want to, Frisbee. Is it a frame, says Eric Madeley, because there are a number of frames on the wall in the very distance there. There's a frame there, isn't there? Yeah, okay. What could it be then? Is it a Furby, thinks David Leon. Lewis Smith is going for the face mask, and Sally Wilson is going for flower. Is it a flower or flower? I'm not sure we've got any flower here. We've got pineapple, but that doesn't start with P, of course. We still have the bottle of rum with it. Oh, well, quite fancy a bit. I've been on a long cycle today, isn't it? Always peps up the show, doesn't it? That? Yeah, there we go. Right, so there we go. Oh, that's good. And let's have a little one of these just to wash it down. That'd be absolutely fine. It's after 12 o'clock, isn't it? Right, so I've got a bit of soap in it, to be honest. Is it Fred the Flower Man? The Fred the Flower Man. Dan has spotted that. Well done, Dan, for spotting that one. Is it a fumigation stick, says Rob Farr? A fake Mr. Watt, Lottie Lee. A fantastic presenter. Roxy Wilson knows exactly how to get points on this show, doesn't she? But she is wrong, I'm afraid. Okay. Does Samantha know she's becoming a regular feature on the show, Simon Giwa? She's quite excited about the whole thing. Very, very excited about it. I've told her about her worldwide and international, not only global fame from this very studio every day, and she's quite excited about the whole thing. So we're doing I Spy with my little eye. Is it a flask, says Mandy Davis? A flask? We got a flask here somewhere. Oh, yes, a flask, yeah. Oh, sure, look, I love it a bit, actually, Mandy. Thanks for that. I remind you. It gives you a kick, doesn't it? Right, so flask is not the right answer. Is it a flipboard, says Brian Harrison. Dan's definitely going for Fred the Flower Man. It's not the Flower Man. Now, this has been here for quite a while, but no one spotted it. I've just moved it to a more obvious spot today. It's not that obvious today.
I spy with my little eye
Something beginning with F. F.
Something beginning with something beginning with
Something beginning with F. F.
Look around and what do you see?
Something that begins with F. Is it the fluffy pink thing? Says Steve Kemp. No, it's way back there, and you need some knowledge of the world to get this one right. It's not a face mask, Dan. Dan Kruger. It's not a face mask. I know it does start with F, but it's not the thing we're looking for today. Is it a fire extinguisher? No, we don't have that. We have a leaking smoke machine, which is all over my trousers now. But don't worry about it. I can, because it's clean. It's soapy stuff, isn't it? It's absolutely fine. So what could it be? F. Okay, have a look around. And if you look at me, I know that's an exciting thing to do anyway. If you look behind me, there is something. And what is that you can see behind me? Okay. Now, I would, as Janet's saying, is it the Falkland Islands? I would be disappointed if Mandy doesn't get this right, to be honest. Casimir Engine, sorry I'm late again. Mrs. Engine just shaved my hair off and I've been crying. We'll hopefully see a picture of Casimir Engine's new haircut fairly soon because he's off furlough, I understand, in a couple of days' time. Which is so we'll have to come back from Bahamas, to us. Flag, okay. Is it Fiji? Simon Cooper says no. And Roxy Wilson is going for flag. David Leon is going for flat earth. Mandy Davis is going for France, and we got France. Okay, I think we may have. We got. Where is France? Okay, there's got to be France here somewhere. Surely, sure. Where's let's have a look where France could be. If you look over there, that is a map of France, and so Mandy, you've got the symbols of superiority. We'll go. Well done. And if you want to learn French, Mandy's your woman because she's fluent in it and does course and everything. So she'll put the link up sometime. Put the link up, Mandy, and people can follow it through. What about French Polynesia? No, it was just France. Okay. The Fijian dollar, says Dan. Okay. And what about some French brandy? No, it wasn't. It was France. It was just France. And Mandy got the symbol of superiority. Lottie didn't know that. Well, it's quite difficult to see, but I never said this was always going to be easy. Never said this was going to be easy. Must say hello to a few people that have liked us today. We've got Lewis Smith and Mandy and Roxy and Kevin and David Leon and Chris and Rob Lubbock. Hello, Rob. And Mandy is with us today as well. And there's the link to Mandy's website if you would like to learn France, particularly if you're quite a small person. That's particularly tailored for you. What else? Casimir said still on furlough, still waiting to go back. So Casimir's he wasn't going to back, and there we go. Giving clues away to Mandy, is this allowed? Well, probably not, Steve, but what we'll do, we'll ask the producer what he thinks of that, and we'll find it. So we'll just ask the producer what he says. It's okay. So there we go. Thank you very much. Right. It's not allowed to actually give me clues, says Mandy. I don't know if I gave you a clue. You just picked up on a number of clues that I was giving out. But anyway, okay. Is that I Spy ever normally played? It's a bit of a cheat. Well, to be honest, Dan, we've been doing this for about 10, 11 weeks. We've done 70-odd shows now, and we're running out of things to put in the studio because it's got to come from the house. That's another rule of the game. And France has been there for quite a while, and a lot of people had it. Nobody said Bubbles, by the way, did they? Let's get some celebrity endorsement on the show today. Yeah.
Hi, this is Dennis LeCourrier of Dr. Hook, and you, right now, are listening to my friend James Watt.
Yeah.
You found him. Hang on to him. He's a good man.
Okay, right.
First, you'll need to help Jenny get into her starting position.
Not now. Is it peas for lunch? Is it peas for lunch today? Is it? Is it peas for lunch?
I eat my peas with honey.
Yes.
I've done it all my life. It makes the peas taste funny, but it keeps them on my knife.
Good. Thanks for that. Let's do another top game here on World of What. By the way, welcome along if you're listening on the radio. Great Yorkshire Radio. We're on 9 o'clock in the evening doing this. It's a repeat of the daytime. I noticed last night the burner phone went when the repeat of the show was going out on Great Yorkshire Radio. I didn't pick it up, obviously, because I thought it might be a nutter. But I thank you very much for phoning, and you have to phone live between 12 and about 12:45, that sort of area to get on. Let's do another top game here on World of What, the Not in Lockdown Anymore show thing. Okay. What it is, I'm going to wear a hat, and you have to work out what is under my hat. It's called Keep It Under Your Hat. What are the gamer's rules? I know, I can't believe it myself. Okay, right. You've still only got... Is the fanzine still in the studio? I think it is somewhere. I don't know where it is. It might be behind all that stuff at the moment. We'll get it more central for you tomorrow, Simon, because I know you're a very big fan of it. Only got one cable still. Yes, I know. Okay. Bubbles. No. What is under my hat? Any ideas? What is under my cat? Any ideas at all? Is it a duster? Now, this item is something you'd find in the kitchen. Any ideas? Something you'd find in the kitchen, but it's not an edible item. A non-edible item in the kitchen. But what could it be? It is quite dangerous to have this thing under my hat. I think there would be a number of health and safety issues about having this thing under my hat right now. But I'm living it. Is it avocado, says Rob Farr. What about bools, says Mandy. Or what about avocado or bools? Yeah, I've got more coming through. Bubbles, not bubbles. Is it fairy liquid? And we used it all up on the bubble machine. It's not a duster. What else could it be? What happened to the dog that does backflips? The dog is still here. Olga Corbett, not just any old dog. This was on the highlights video, by the way. You can watch that. You may get featured on it. This is Olga Corbett, the dog. The only, as far as we know, the only acrobatic dog currently on television worldwide. Okay, here we go. Look at that. To be honest, it's so good now. Olga Corbett is very good at this. Oh, look at that. Practiced. Fantastic. And the battery is still going. It's amazing. Right. More successful than the bubble machine, I think you might like to add there. Right. So, no, it's not. It's not the dog, though. Thank you very much for that, though, Lewis, for spotting that we still got the dog somewhere. Right. What could it be? It's not a duster. What else could it be? Lovely braces. Lovely braces elbows. Lovely braces elbows, James. I don't know if they're braces elbows, are they? Oh, bracing. Oh, yes, because you've got to brace your elbows to get Olga Corbett to jump. Thanks very much. Is it an electric knife? Go, Olga! Okay, is it a grater? Is it your wife under your hat? No, it isn't. Thanks very much, Dan, for that one. Is it an egg? Says Lottie. What about a box of matches? Don't forget, it's not a potato peeler either. It is something that would be used traditionally. No, not exclusively, but a lot more of this would be used on a Saturday night. This item on a Saturday night than any other day of the week. It's a little bit extravagant. You wouldn't use it every day. You shouldn't use it every day. And Saturday would be the most popular night of the week to use this item. Is it dynamite? Because it's I would say it's quite dangerous to have this in my hat right now. Keep it under your hat, but what is under my hat? Any ideas at all? Love to hear from you. You can always give me a call if you want to. 07956233726. Say hello. Is it a bottle opener? Is it bleach? Says Sally Wilson. Is it a blender? No, it's not a bottle opener. Dan thought that. Is it a candle or a corkscrew? No. It is used in the preparation for making sure that when the food arrives, somebody doesn't get more than somebody else. But it does require quite a lot of skill in the usage of this to make sure that doesn't happen. It's not a corkscrew, and it's not a bottle opener corkscrew, says Casimir Engine. Okay, a bottle opener, a corkscrew. We know what a corkscrew is, Casimir. We're not that stupid. Is it a wine glass? Says who said wine glass? Somebody said wine glass. Kevin Donnelly. Blake Fellows, hello, Blake. Good to know you're with us today. Blake's with us. I know. I can't believe it. He says, is it a pizza cutter? You know what? Stand by there because look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Blake comes in out of the blue after not watched this for 2 months and comes back and says, pizza cutter. It is the correct answer. Look at this. And he goes straight in getting the whistle of woohoo. So well done. Well done, Blake Fellows gets pizza cutter. Well done. Scissors came in as well from Roxy Music. And Lewis Smith puts pizza cutter. Too late. Lewis, you were precisely half a second after Blake, which is just the way of the world, isn't it? Shot glass, thought Lottie. Oh, have a bit, shall we? Okay, yeah. Be fine. Okay, no problem at all. Rob Farr in Germany thought, could it have been an ice portioner? An ice portioner? Really? Okay. Dan Kruger is happy with the answer, by the way, now, because he was unhappy about the French answer. Okay. Whistle of woohoo. Whistle of woohoo. I know, it's an amazing thing. Simon Cooper thought it could have been a cocktail shaker, but no, it was a pizza cutter, and it was Steve got it right, but too late as well. So it wasn't you. Let's just put the name up on screen again for their moment of glory. Blake Fellows wins the Whistle of Woohoo. Congratulations. Well done. Here we are. Don't forget, if you want to give us a call, you can call at any point on the show, 07956233726, but only when we're live on the TV. If you're listening to us on the radio and your phone, it'll just ring away, and that would, we can leave a message if you want to. That'd be lovely.
I've recently realised that life isn't so boring.
Yeah, okay. Thanks very much. Anything else?
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt this news bulletin to bring you a program.
Yeah, okay. Thanks very much. Right.
Well done for persevering and reaching this point.
You're right, yeah, thanks, yeah.
I know that you will find your investment of time and money to be worthwhile.
Thanks very much for coming in. What day is it? I think it's Thursday today, isn't it? It's Thursday, Dale. Dr. Jean's here.
Today is Thursday.
Thursday, yeah, Thursday. What's for lunch?
Thursday, ice cream. Wednesday, soup. Tuesday, snap beans. Monday, peanut butter. Sunday, chicken. All you lucky children, well, that's okay.
Right. Right, there we go. Oh, and hello to Blake Fellows, of course, Blake Fellows is also my so-called producer on my Sunday show at Radio Derby, which is currently on a little break at the moment. Okay, okay, and he says he's so proud. I miss you. I miss you too, Blake. I mean, it used to be every Sunday morning we were together, weren't we, in a beautiful way. It was a beautiful thing in the studio together, you through the glass there and in that fumigated room. And you know what? There has been news on a return to that, but not revealing yet. Okay, okay. Is this the famous Blake from Radio Derby? What it is? Yes. Okay. It's yes, it is Blake from the Radio Derby. Thank you very much. Let's do another top game. Is it time for this? I think we've got time for blow your horn. This is where wait a minute. The pineapple's fallen over. Put that down there. Dull pineapple. That's the emergency pineapple. Hopefully we're getting some more this afternoon. It's the pineapple farm day. So they go and meet the millionaire at the farm factory in the village. Right. Right. I'm going to play something on the trumpet. And your job is to try and work out what it is. Don't forget, Bubbles was a monkey. Is that a clue or not? I don't know. So what am I playing on the trumpet today? I'll just explain what it is. All right. Okay. Here we go. A trumpet. It's got 3 notes on it. Third one, don't need at all. That's just a spare. I think they put it on just up the price. So I just use the first 2. That's what you'll find a lot of expert trumpet players just use the first 2 because the third one is just kept as a spare. The pineapples will be soggy today. They will, won't they, Eric? Yes, and the Pineapple Farm. Richard Hindsight, from North. It's a long time since I've heard you play that, says Rich Hindsight. Rich Hindsight was in the James Watt Big Band many, many years ago, where he used to go around and entertain people across Yorkshire and turn their Christmas lights on. Maybe we could bring that back this year, Rich, because we're all going to have to be outside. And I think Christmas light switch-ons in social distancing are going to be quite big news. I would think that'd be quite a big thing to go for. Maybe we could bring back the James Watt Big Band. Rich was in it, and also my mate Manny who is now known as the Naked Pianist, who was on Britain's Got Talent and got buzzed off about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Eurovision night. Right, here we go. What is it? I'm Forever Blowing Bubbles is Roxy Wilson's choice on the song. I haven't played it yet, Roxy, but thank you very much. Entertain, Rich, is saying a strong word for the James Watt Big Band. Luckily, there's no video evidence of this, Rich, so we can say what we like. Is it Billie Jean? Rob, wait for me to play the song. Wait for me to play the song, and then so here we go. This is Blow Your Horn, ladies and gentlemen. It's not working. Oh, it's working now. Right, here we go. Right, so here we go. What song am I expertly playing on the trumpet? Any ideas what that song is today? Very easy, I think. A big song. Very big song of its day. Even if you're very, very young, I think you will know the song because it's such a big song that even people who were not born when this song was out will have heard this song. Okay, I'll play it once again. What I'm doing, I'm trying to play it a little bit badly so you don't get it straight away. Billie Jean, we're obviously going with the Bubbles thought, weren't you there? And also, Billie Jean and Janet had the same idea. Thriller is the wrong answer. Sally is saying it's Raining Men. And Kevin Dominy is saying for Thriller as well, because of the Bubbles thing. Because the Bubbles was a monkey. That's why he's thinking of that, okay? Hello to you if you're in your bubble, by the way. I quite fancy one of those big bubbles. We could do some good games with that, couldn't we, okay? Is it Beat It, says Rich. What about Let It Be, says Janet. I'm Forever Blowing Bubbles, Steve Kemp, okay? Which goes like this. That's I'm Forever Blowing Bubbles. We're doing this song here. Pretty pretty darn easy, I would think. One of the easiest ones we've done there. Think about, there is a clue. There is a clue on the sign there, so it's not I'm forever blowing bubbles. There is a big clue on the sign behind me. If you're on the radio, that doesn't really help. The sign does say Bubbles was a monkey. But what could it be? Smoke gets in your eyes. No, we haven't got the smoke machine with us today, Simon Cooper. But what could it be? So here. Pretty easy. That really is easy. And you can see Rich, who was in the big band with me, 20 years ago, probably on now. Rich, you can see I've improved quite a lot since I was in the band. Is it Monkey Man by, says Rob Farr? No, it's not Monkey Man. Is it Daydream Believer? Roxy, it's very. I want to be like you. Steve Kemp says, "Is this a guess or just a statement of fact out there?" Daydream Believer. Video killed the radio star, says Janet. Now, Daydream Believer. I don't want any complaints about this because Daydream Believer is not the answer I'm looking for, but it could be the right group. What could it be then? It could be the right group. So we go. Last train to Clarksville, Simon Thames comes in, but then Simon has a rethink and says, is it this one here? Where you? When I saw my face, I'm a believer. Very good, well done, and you are bang on right. Simon Cooper, you are absolutely bang on right today, and you've got, if I can only find the what's it here, because it may well be, oh, here it is, okay, you get the glockenspiel of gargantuanity. Well done indeed. I'm a believer. Even Richard Hine, my former bandmate, got it right as well. Monkey Spanner came in. Steve Kemp was saying he just likes me and wants to be like me. Thank you very much. I'm a believer. Last train to Clarksville was wrong. Last note was I'm a believer by the Monkeys. And, well, Rich got it right, but Simon got it right first. You get the glockenspiel of gargantuanity today. Well done. Well done indeed for doing that. Now, well, that was very, very easy today. Very easy today, wasn't it? I think we went quite well today. Let's get the weather, because it's a bit cooler out there today. So let's get a posh lady. What's this? Yeah, go off you go, missus. When you like. Okay, when you like. Okay. When you like.
Not too hot for us to be reasonably energetic, but warm and dry enough to enable us to sit down and admire the views when we reached the tops.
Okay. Dan Krieger says Les Dawson would be proud of you, and Janet says forgot the trumpet, just use the mouthpiece. So, well, to be honest, that's no need for that, Janet, because there's a lot of skill in my trumpet playing. There is a lot of it. I have played the trumpet. I first learned to play the trumpet when I was 12 years old. So that was, 15 or 16 years ago when I first learned to play the trumpet. Okay, and the sun has come out in Nottingham land, which is very good to know. Well, we are out of here. Now, if you want to check out something a bit of nonsense, you can check out the best bits of the show. And there's just some nonsense, because it's difficult to find best bits because there's been so many and you've been part of it for a lot of the time. But we put some bits together just so you can remember it. We're not going anywhere, by the way, but you can. And we're back tomorrow, 12 noon on Facebook, also on Twitter and Periscope and YouTube. Great Yorkshire Radio at 9 p.m. for a rerun of the show. This is a live TV show, and it's the We're Not in Lockdown Anymore, but We're Still Here show. Thank you very much. It's raining in Burton, by the way, Steve Kemp tells us. Thank you very much. No Marmite in Burton because they've run out of ops, haven't they? Okay. Might be a bit choppy if you're on the ferry to Simon, too late. Have a good day, won't you?
We're not in lockdown anymore. Here's some things you can do for sure. We're not in lockdown anymore. Here's some things you can do for sure. You can go out with a mate, even have an arm's length date. You could make a new face mask, show off your hair, make friends gasp, Eat pineapple with next door. Take a chair or use the floor. We're not in lockdown anymore. Here's some things you can do for sure. Play tennis with new balls. You can hide them in your smalls. You could show off your lovely tan. Do it right, you'll get a new fan. Go to work if you must. Sing this song if you want to bust. We're not in lockdown anymore. Here's some things you can do for sure. You could get a quiet bus or try a donkey. Cause less fuss. Stay at home, stay alert. Eat 5 pies in your yurt. Have a picnic in a circle. Share a chat with your Auntie Myrtle. We're not in lockdown anymore. Here's some things you can do for sure. You can catch me on TV and then still have an extra long way. Play some golf in loud pants. Get a hole-in-one. Do a silly dance. Go sunbathing in the rain. This is fun, but a bit insane. We're not in lockdown anymore. Here's some things you can do for sure. Go fishing for some pike. Go to work on your bike. See your mum and then your dad. Eat just jelly. That would be mad. You could use your friend's small loo, but be dead quick. Do a 1, not a 2. We're not in lockdown anymore. There's some things you can do for sure. We're not in lockdown anymore. There's some things you can do for sure.